Taurus, it's Mary Jo from Enchantress Tarot here with your October 2021 Tarot reading. This month we have a lot of planets going direct, yay. We have Mercury going direct as well as Pluto, Saturn, and Jupiter. So whatever stagnance you've been feeling, you should feel the momentum going forward, okay? And there's usually a 2-week shadow to the retrogrades, but remember that by the time they start to come, you should feel a lessening of stress and restrictions and things starting to go forward. Jump on it, ride that wave. But for October, we have opal. Here's a few different examples of opal. They come in varying degrees, right? This is an Australian opal. They go from a pale milky white to blues and pinks and greens, fiery oranges and yellows and reds. I don't know if you could see that. But just work with that stone through this month to help you with the energies of October. I'm going to be using the Llewellyn deck, the Celtic, this Welsh deck, Red Dragon. I haven't used that in a while. And let's see what we have. All right, Taurus, this is a Sagittarian card. We know the South Node is in Sagittarius. It's about karma. Things you've done in the past you need to release and let go of because they're not filling your vessel. With the Ten of Wands, okay, Saturn and Sagittarius, okay, December 13th to 21st. So with Saturn, it's about learning lessons, okay? It's the great teacher. It also has karmic energy too. And in Sagittarius being the South Node is karmic energy. So we feel like there's some release, especially in this position. Whatever burdens you had taken on that had drained your energy and you felt that this is something you really wanted, you're realizing it was too much for you. And you're gonna do this final push to get there. And you will get there. You will be victorious, all right? And there'll be a new beginning for you. And hopefully you'll have learned from this, Taurus, not to take on more than you can handle with anything. A person, an involvement, a job, something even as a hobby that you got too involved in. Maybe you're taking your house apart. You thought you could renovate the bathroom or something and you realize, what the heck am I thinking? But this, especially since he's facing home and he's carrying all this stuff, it could be that you were trying to do something to update or heal something, even in a relationship update, that you're putting a lot of energy into someone or something, and it just became overwhelming. Where you thought this would be an easy task, it just turned out to be a lot more than you could handle, and you bit off more than you can chew. Excuse me, I had to drink some water there. Let me just think here. You've really learned a lot from this too. You're going to be taking with you an experience that if you hadn't done this though, you wouldn't be growing. You know, a lot of times that we just watch somebody else do something and we learn from it and we don't make those mistakes or make those choices. Other times we don't have that experience and we dive into something and it turns out to be a brilliant mistake. And we say, why did I do that? I shouldn't have. Well, the shoulda, coulda, woulda is done now. But it could be in your path that was what you needed. You needed to learn that this wasn't right or this wasn't good for you. And you wouldn't have known if everybody told you because you didn't have the experience. Now you have no regrets because you made the decision on your own. And whether or not people did try to influence you otherwise, Taurus, you have realized it yourself, okay? And those lessons are the most valuable, that we did it on our own with no regrets and learn the lesson. We won't do it again, but we had to do it ourselves. All right, so here we have the Four of Pentacles. And when we look at this card, typically they talk about a person who's very greedy, someone who hoards things, or they're miserly. That's typically what the card means. But what I'm feeling from this card instead, though, is like hard work is going to pay off for you, Taurus. You know, here you did all this hard work, and yeah, it could have been physical work that you're seeing in a project, the physical results of, or from working hard at something that's tangible. You know, you got the car or the house. I think this is something more than that. This is something that you were very dedicated to. You were very reliable, and you're going to be recognized for that. You're going to have your day in the sun. I feel like a lot of you, this is something to do with your career or work, or if you don't work, something that you've been putting a lot of your effort into and been very helpful in, that others are recognizing this, because this is Sun in Capricorn, and I really feel like it's your day to shine. Now, the sign of Capricorn is coming up for us around December, 21st, 22nd. That's our winter solstice. So it could be at that time, if you're doing something at work, there could be a raise for you, or, and I hate when they just give you a glorified title, but you get the title, it might be the money is a little bit more, but it has a potential of coming in more to you, because this is something you've been thinking about for a while, manifesting into your life. You really love the idea of having this. You have what you have, you're established with work or this relationship, but you're looking for the next step there. And 4 represents a completion. So you are going towards something that you've worked on. That would be the 3 you've created. But with this 4, it's saying there's the culmination of, like, you're signing the contract, you're closing on the house, you're getting that car, you find out you're having the baby that you wanted, or, a child is graduating, going to college, or, or the graduate school, you're celebrating a major event with your retirement. This is like something that's coming to a completion of the project or involvement. But I really feel like it's something you've been manifesting and working on, and it is coming. And this is a time of recognition for you, for your dedication and hard work, excuse me. Okay, we got wands. Okay, so we have fire, earth, water, emotions. Different energy. And this feels like you feel like you lost something, or lost control of something, or something left you. And it could have been even from October 23rd to November 2nd. This is Mars in Scorpio. Scorpio is your polarity, Taurus. Mars did rule Scorpio before they found Pluto. So this dynamic energy of rejuvenation, regeneration, life, death, rebirth. Yes, it could be that you actually lost someone you loved and in grieving. And my condolences to you for that. And nothing can replace that. You need to go through this process where you feel like life is over or the pleasures are gone. And it does feel that way for you right now, and no one can tell you how to feel. Go through that process, because there is a time for you when you will feel fulfilled again. For others of you, it feels like there was something that, like, you see how you're looking at, he doesn't look like he's crying over spilled milk, but it feels like, these cups have fallen over. They were once filled with wine. And he's just looking at them like very, disengaged. You're not really sure how you feel, and you're not really sure what you're going to do next with this situation. Like, you had this, you see that it's just not going to fill your belly anymore. Your heart isn't full with it. And you're looking at it like, meh. I really feel for most of you right now, whatever disconnection you have made emotionally, whether by choice or by circumstance, you're kind of looking at it a bit dismayed and bewildered. How did this happen? And I feel like once that numbness has passed, and you move forward from this energy, you're going to be all right with this. You're kind of like feeling like, I couldn't have done that on my own. And now in retrospect, it's the best thing that happened to me, because now it's clearing away this opportunity for something else, with these cups upright for you to fill with all the pleasures that you want. Perhaps these were pleasures that were not really yours. They were involved with someone else or something else. And, you were kidding yourself to think that it was okay. When this action happens, I really feel like this is a time to clear these things away for something better to come for you in your life. Okay, Taurus? Yeah. 6 of Wands, okay. So now we look at this card. This is like you got on your horse and you rode, but everybody's celebrating around you. This is very good news when this card comes up. So it's with work or social situation that you're taking the lead on something. Now it could be actually you taking the lead of something in work or in a social situation, a job, you know, your football team or whatever you're doing, in a relationship. But I really feel this is more importantly that you got on your horse and rode. You decided, I'm getting out of this situation. I'm looking for something more in my life, and I'm going to put my energy into it. And you know, Taurans aren't usually very active and fast-moving people, especially the men. But this is really feeling like a good energy for you to say, I'm ready to do something better. It's Jupiter and Leo, so it's your time to shine and expand on the things that you love to do and that you create. Whether it's, like I said, a side hustle, work, if you got this football team you do on the side, something is expanding in the relationship because Leo is the 5th house of love, children, grandchildren, pleasure, sex for fun, vacation, recreation, sports. So that being said, you are taking control here and you're starting something new, especially with this white horse. I feel like there's a purging of the old. The energy that was drained has been restored, and you're definitely doing much better than you were a few months ago, especially with all this forward moving action that we have with the planets, okay? So I hope this reading helps you. Have a great and wonderful October. If you celebrate Halloween in the States, have a safe, healthy one, and I see you guys next month. As always, I wish you the best.